Okay, basketball fans, get ready for a deep dive into some serious fandom today.
You know I love this stuff.
You guys sent in your top 3 NBA players of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Brock and Brenden, this one's for you.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to see how different people see basketball greatness, you know?
Oh, boy.
So let's break down their lists and see what it tells us about their basketball IQ. You ready?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
All right. What I love about these top 3 lists is it's not just about stats, right?
Yeah.
It's a statement about your whole basketball philosophy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You're looking at a person's basketball soul when you look at their top 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So first up, let's look at Brock's list. Looks like he's all about offensive firepower
Okay.
with like a little bit of like old school dominance thrown in there. First up, the beard, James Harden.
Okay. Starting with Harden, that's a statement right there.
Yeah.
That tells me Brock is not afraid of a little, little spice, a little controversy. Yeah, Harden's game, it's polarizing.
Right.
Some people love him, some people not so much.
Yeah.
But you can't deny his impact, right? I mean, the
No.
man scores at will. He draws fouls like it's nobody's business.
Like a superpower.
Right. So, Brock sees that. He respects that kind of offensive genius.
Yeah, you can't argue with the results, right?
Nope.
Like he gets buckets. And speaking of guys who get buckets, next on Brock's list, Kevin Durant, KD, the Slim Reaper.
See, if Harden is about, bending the rules of the game a little bit, KD just breaks them wide open.
Yeah.
His range is limitless. You know what I mean? He can score from anywhere. And Brock putting him here, that tells me he loves that unguardable scorer.
Yeah.
That guy who can just take over a game. Like, how do you even plan for that?
Yeah. You can't. You just hope he misses.
Right.
And then to round out Brock's list, we go from one extreme to the other. The one and only. Shaquille O'Neal.
And this is where Brock's philosophy gets really interesting to me, because we go from finesse, we go from rule bending to just pure, unadulterated power.
Yeah.
Shaq wasn't just dominant, he was a force of nature.
Right.
And I think Brock putting him here, it says he respects that era of basketball,
Totally.
where size and strength could change the whole game. You couldn't starp it.
Yeah. It's like you always hear people say, you can't teach size.
Exactly.
Like you either got it or you don't. All right, so now let's look at Brendan's list, see how it stacks up. And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because we see a totally different approach.
Okay.
Like Brenden is all about that modern NBA,
Yeah.
the three-point era.
3-point revolution.
And who better to represent that than Steph Curry, the baby-faced assassin himself?
Having Steph at the top of the list, that's a statement.
That's a bold move right there.
That's a bold move. And it tells me that Brenden values not just skill, but innovation.
Yeah.
Steph didn't just master the three-pointer. No.
He revolutionized it.
It's true.
He changed the game.
Okay, so get this. Both Brock and Brenden have Shaq in their top 3.
What does it mean?
That makes you wonder, is there a basketball fan out there who doesn't have Shaq somewhere in their top, 10 at least?
Not at least, right?
It's regardless of what era you love, what kind of style you're into, everyone agrees. Shaq was just different.
He transcends all the arguments,
Yeah.
He's the common ground. Okay, last but not least on Brendan's list, we have LeBron James, King James.
See, and this is a fascinating contrast to Brock's picks, because if Brock loves specialists, right?
Yeah.
Guys who do one thing really, really well, Brenden might be all about that all-around game. Because LeBron, his longevity, the way he impacts the game in so many different ways, that's what makes him a legend.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, does Brenden value that versatility over just pure scoring? It's an interesting question.
It's true. It's like LeBron is like the Swiss Army knife of basketball players.
Right.
He does it all.
He does it all. So that's our take.
Yeah.
But we want to hear from you. What do you think about these lists? Who's in your all-time top 3? Hit us up on social media and let's keep this conversation going.
It's debate.
Let's do it.